Welcome to episode 2 of In It. Today I talk with Tony. He is in Birmingham, Alabama. He goes out every day to serve vulnerable members of his community. He himself is vulnerable to COVID-19, as you will hear. Let's get started.
You look kind of different. Do you have less hair?
No.
Oh.
Lost a little weight, but that's about it.
You look good.
I'm trying. When you're my age, every little bit helps.
I apologize. Like it's my lunchtime. Terry Gross would never do this. You are someone who knows a lot about infectious disease and also like the social layers around that.
Just because COVID-19 is around, STIs and HIV did not decide to clock out. Homelessness has not stopped. All the other social ills that we were dealing with are still in full bloom.
In your job, you got to be out and about.
This morning, I had a client who wasn't able to have his STI screenings done. So, we're open by appointment only because we don't want more than 3 people in the building. I have 2 staff members and then they see a client. So I went and picked up the client and brought him to the drop-in center so he could be tested. So, even in doing, this type of essential work, I'm still trying to practice social distancing. So when people come into the drop-in center, we have a touchless thermometer. So even my staff, we all, check our temperatures when we come in, and we check the temperature of anybody who comes down to the center to try to make sure they don't have any active COVID-19 symptoms. But that's what we've been doing for almost 2 weeks now. It's scary. I mean, it's scary for me because when you think about the vulnerable populations, I fall into 3 major categories. I'm old, I'm HIV positive, and I'm a recent cancer survivor. 5 years cancer free, but still, that's in the back of my immune system and my, my biological memory. I'm really trying to practice, being careful as much as possible. But at the end of the day, there are some services that we provide that are pretty essential. And if we go away, then those services go away. This is a very facetious t-shirt. I was out at my drop-in center today and I saw these ladies, they got some blankets and they were having lunch and they were some nurses. So they were like, "Oh, I like your shirt. We were just talking about Jesus." I'm like, red state Jesus or blue state Jesus? When I think about, who Jesus was from a social standpoint, he would be someone like a Bernie Sanders who wanted people to have stuff for free, who wanted to make sure that people were taken care of. So you have blue state Jesus and red state Jesus. Red state Jesus don't give a shit about people. Red state Jesus is very prominent in Alabama because red state Jesus is like, screw y'all, I'm getting out this tissue. Wipe your ass on a leaf, buy a bidet, but I'm getting this tissue. And it's just been ridiculous. I think this has really uncovered the problem that we have with selfishness in this country. It's all about me and what can I get from me.
You've talked a lot about how you walk out the door. When you walk back in the door, tell me about that. Like, how's that all going?
I am the father of 2 boys. My husband, Robert, works for Blue Cross Blue Shield. I am the grandfather of 3 gorgeous little girls. Well, one of them's 15 and she's taller than me, but she's always my baby. We kind of practice social distancing anyway. Like, I may be on my iPad, my husband's on his computer, the kid is playing video games in his room. Again, I make sure I take all the precautions, washing myself down when I get in the house. My family knows who I am and they know what I do. And this is, for them, what I'm doing is no different than what I'm doing during regular time. Like, I have been out of town at conferences and someone has called me or gave me a message that they needed some food. And I'm like, "Hey, love, how are you?" And he's like, "What do you want?" "Well, I need you to go by Walmart and go by Little Caesars. I need you to take this amount of food over there." So they're not looking at what I'm doing as anything that's out of the ordinary. So, for me, it's not a big change. It's not a big change for them. I had a moment last Friday when, we're getting all the information about the morbidity rates in Italy. And I'm like, if you get this disease, there's a chance that you won't survive. Then you got to worry about what's going to go on with Maurice and Bobby. What happens when you're not there. And I just think that if you allow yourself to be in that place, you're going to be in that place. It's not a very pretty place. I do want people to be safe. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. I was at one of our parks the other day, and I have a drone. And this little kid was about maybe 20 feet away. He goes, "Is that your drone?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Can you see what's going on?" I said, "Yeah." And then I thought about it, because my next move is to go over to the kid and show it to him. And I'm like, maybe you can catch me here in a couple of weeks when we don't have to practice this social distancing, and you can see it with me. But right now, I want to keep you safe. And that's what we have to do right now. I'm a hugger. This is terrible for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, I want to hug you right now.
Yeah, this is like purgatory. Like, what the fuck? But it's what we got to do right now.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.